we're going to talk about your self-worth and your self-esteem and what that is truly tied to. Okay, it's not about how you look, although we always want to look great. Nothing wrong with that, and be the best version of ourselves as far as appearance. And it's not about, what people think of you and whether or not they approve, but it really starts with you valuing yourself and seeing your self-worth. And the way you do that is very simply appreciating all the skills that you have, all the things that you do well, all the things that you've learned. I mean, this is transformational when you can really own that, because self-worth comes from within. Now, when you're able to really value and appreciate your self-worth, it's much easier to say yes to things that you would never, ever say yes to. Why? Well, one thing is you have a level of confidence, and you also come from being very stable, if you will, very, very certain, very sure of yourself. It's also much easier to say no to things that you don't want to do, or no to things that your self-worth is no longer dependent on. So, I mean, that's very, very transformational in itself. The next thing is, it's easier to face challenges when you have confidence. That's kind of like a no-brainer, right? It's easier to face problems that life throws to you that you didn't expect. So that self-worth, which comes from within, not on the outside, is stabilizing. And it's easier to improve your relationships in business, in family, with friends, just in all walks of life with that certainty. It's easier to help others with those skills that you've developed in order to increase your confidence, if you will. There's an exercise that we do with a lot of our clients and that we teach, and I would encourage you all to do this. Is basically list out some of the things that you're really, really good at, those skills. And a lot of these you're going to find that maybe you've kind of had them all your life. And sometimes it's usually what I see in people, and I'm talking about myself, and then it's, when you see something in yourself, it's a lot easier to spot that in others. But if you take for granted things that you do really well, like being friendly, like I've always been friendly, pretty much been able to establish rapport with people quite fast and create a very safe space for someone to communicate to me in. So, but I didn't know the worth of those because it's something that I kind of always had, and then didn't know the worth of it until someone pointed out to me, a great coach basically, that, hey, that skill is basically the way you grow organizations. It's the way you build networks or empires, if you will. So honing in on what you're really, really good at, and then being able to be in a position, whether it's in a corporate job or running your own business, where you can expand on that ability. I mean, that's really you using your skills to the highest level you can. What does that do to your self-worth? Well, it increases it tremendously. So if there's areas in your life, or just overall, where you would like to increase your confidence, like really, really have unstoppable confidence, then so one thing that I've noticed is once you have a lot of confidence, oh my gosh, your value and your self-worth goes up a lot. So if this is something that attracts you, which for most people, they want certainty, surety, and more confidence, just overall more confidence, then take a look and attend the Unstoppable Confidence Workshop, because in this workshop, we're going to help you recreate, or if you've already got a huge amount of self-worth within yourself, we'll help you expand that. Go to the link, go.aclc.com/ www.ccc.us/selfworth 2025, and we will see you this weekend.